Yeah, what's going on, guys? Thank you all for being here. We have a huge turnout for this webinar. I think everyone's really excited for this. I know I'm pumped. I was up really late last night. I spent the past 2 weeks kind of working on these slides. Guys, I have almost 300 slides put together for you, but I promise it's going to be anything but boring. They're going to fly right by. I cut out anything I thought was fat. I kind of wanted to get right down to it. And I think you guys are really going to hit. Who's pumped up for this webinar? Guys, we have a truly packed house. I would love to name everybody on right now, but it's just too many people. We had over, I think, 1,300 people sign up for this webinar. So, you know, we've got hundreds of people on right now. That's awesome. So, Steven, William King, what's up? Jesus, Yashar, man, I appreciate you being on. David, nice. Kaylin, how you doing? Lots of PPL Army members in here. What's up, guys? PPL Army strong. We got Ben, lots of Bills, Bo, Brent, Brian Prinz. What's up, man? Chris Hollyackel, nice to see you, man. You guys are where the hell are you in the world today? Give me a little bit of where you're coming from. I always like to ask everybody, you know, where are you in the world today? Let's see. San Francisco, oh man, that's better than Chicago. It's been like in the 30s and raining. Ireland, Max, that's awesome, man. I think my family's from County Cork, so there you go. LA, Oscar's got no problem with the weather out there. Cool. Texas, Josh, nice. Australia, dude, we are worldwide right now. Wappinger, what am I saying this right? Wappingers Falls, New York. There you go. Awesome. 1 a.m. Emma's up at 1 a.m. in the UK. What's up, Emma? How are you? I love that you were sharing this webinar in other groups and you got kicked out. How hysterical is that? Yes, yes. Christine is in Colorado Springs. I love Colorado. Minneapolis, Lori, nice. Josh is in Houston. Riley's in Michigan. BJ's in Chile, SoCal. Chile, please, dude. Come on. It's 30 degrees here, raining, snowing in April. Yeah, sad face. Exactly. Phoenix, nice, Paul. Okay, I lived in Phoenix for a long time. South Australia. Let's see, who's the furthest from here? I think Australia is pretty damn far. Atlanta, good for you. Belize, that's a new one for me. John, welcome, welcome. How many of you guys have been on one of my webinars before? Give me one if you guys have been on a webinar with me before. Hey, Bobby, what's up? He wrote Bo in the name thing. Nice, lots of you guys have been. Now give me a 2 if you haven't been on a webinar of mine before. Give me a 2 if you haven't. If you're new, all right, we got 2s in here too. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you guys for being here. Hopefully, this is going to be a really great webinar. I always try to make them fun, entertaining. I think fun is a great delivery system for knowledge. And you know, before we get started, I kind of want to take a community here. You know, I want to take a community question and ask how many of you guys are in SEO right now. I don't want to know if you're in pay per lead. I don't want to know if you're in client SEO. I just want to know if you're in SEO at the moment. Give me 1 if you're in SEO. Give me a 1. SEO, nice. Lots of 1s. Oh my gosh, hundreds of 1s. Okay, good. Nice. Into it for my business, says Carol. Okay, cool. Cool. Well, that's what this is all about, guys. We're really gonna pin SEO versus PPL here. Now, I know a lot of you guys know I'm into PPL. I don't know if many of you also know that I'm into client SEO. So I've been doing client SEO for a long time and pay per lead for a long time. So that puts me in a really kind of a interesting position. And a lot of people have requested this webinar, if you know what I mean. So, you know, we thought we'd put this together for you. We've also got Darren on here with us. Now, I don't know if we can hear Darren or not. D, are you there?
I am here, yes.
Nice. Darren Perkey, the $1 Million Earner. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I was just drinking water. Sorry. I'm good.
Great. Well, I appreciate you being here.
Mm-hmm.
How many of you guys know Darren? Give us a 1 if you know Darren. Darren is the king. Yeah, lots of 1s. Awesome. Awesome, guys. Yeah, Darren's the shit. That's what somebody says. Darren's the shit. 1 million net. No, BJ. Darren, I think, has done over 16 million recently. Mm-hmm. Is that right, B?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's not 1 year, but yes.
Right, cumulative. So
yeah.
It's pretty enormous. Nice. Okay, how many of you guys don't know Darren? Throw 2 in there. If you've never met or heard from Darren or heard of Darren, a couple of 2s. New to you and Darren. Well, Amy, welcome. Welcome. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, 2's in here too. So, you know, we're gonna really try to bring it for you guys here. So this may go about an hour. So, you know, let's focus up a little bit. And, let's get ready to rumble. What do you say? Sound good?
HBO pay-per-view.
Paper lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah, buddy, you know I had to do that. Come on. You know I had to throw in the let's get ready to rumble, right?
That's so great. That's so great.
It's great. I love him. What's his name again? Michael Buffer, right?
Yeah, that's it.
He gets paid $1 million every time to do that. And he's got it. I think he's got it copyrighted.
I think his brother. Yeah, he does. I think his brother does UFC, right, or something like that. MMA.
Yeah, I think he does. Possibly. I know Joe Rogan's the main UFC guy, right?
The announcer guy. Yeah, I don't remember. Anyway.
Yeah. Steven said jock jams. Steven, I was considering playing that. Let's get ready to rumble. Okay, but I'm not going to sing it. So why don't we get into this? You guys ready to do this? Give me a 1. Give me 2. Give me the keyboard head smash. If you guys are ready to get to this webinar already, I want to see it, and then we'll bust it out. I was getting keyboard head smashes before I asked for it. That's how I know you guys are awesome. Great. Okay, cool. Well, let's get into it, yeah? So, hey, guys, want to thank you all for being here. Of course, but more, I want to make you one big fat promise, okay? By the end of this webinar, you guys will have learned exactly how to double or triple, even quadruple your current income, all while working less and dealing with less client BS, okay? We also want you to create automatic revenue. We want to teach you how to do that in the most insanely profitable and truly passive and just plain easy business model we've ever countered, okay? Does that sound like a plan, guys? You guys ready to do that? Can I get a 1? Nice. Okay, awesome. But first, guys, I want to ask you to stick around to the end of the webinar because we're going to do something extremely cool for you guys. Darren and I spent some time talking about what you guys would like, and we put out some surveys. So this is the winner, right? So we're going to pick 3 of you for a 100% free one-on-one coaching session with yours truly, with me, which is a $750 value, okay? So what we'll do is we'll talk about your goals and where you want to be in 2016, and then we'll reverse engineer and blueprint a way to get you there. It's foolproof. I've done this, dozens and dozens of times with many of my high-end coaching students. I charge $750 an hour. Actually, it's $1250 an hour now, but you get the idea. So I'm going to pick 3 of you guys. We're gonna jump on a Skype. We're gonna record that Skype session. You can re-listen to it. Take notes. We'll create a Google folder together, and we'll put the notes in there. And hopefully, you guys can follow the blueprint that we create together, and drive it to your goals. Okay. Pick me. Boom, boom. Who wants to train with me one-on-one? Who thinks that would be valuable? You want if you guys think that's good. David, dude, keyboard head smashes are even better. I appreciate it, guys. That's so cool. What a great response. Very humbling. Okay, so let me say this. Now, guys, is the time to turn off the phone, okay? Shut down Facebook. I know a lot of you guys are multitasking, and I read a study recently that multitasking lowers your IQ more than smoking weed, so don't multitask, okay? Close the office door. Not that there's anything wrong with smoking weed. I'm just saying pay attention here and get involved, okay? Because I want you guys to leverage the power of full immersion. Okay, when you really get immersed, that's when you learn best. So I want you guys to leverage that, okay? And you kick the dog out of the office, whatever you need to do to pay attention. Now's the time, okay? So who are we? Okay, well, outside of kind of being a big deal, right? I had to throw in Anchorman there. Who is that again, Darren?
Isn't that Ron Burgundy?
Ron Burgundy.
Yeah.
I think it's Ron Burgundy.
We don't actually think we're a big deal. We just think that meme is funny.
That meme is great. It was fantastic. We were going through a dry run last night, and I almost said Ron Jeremy. So I was so nervous about saying it live in front of all of you guys. And there I go. I just said it. Anyhow, that's me. That's my ugly bug. I'm Brian Burt. I'm an online marketer. I regularly do over $100,000 a month in revenue. I've been doing that for a long time. I run multiple businesses. Right now, I think the count is at 8 businesses, some sole proprietorships and some partnerships. I've got 10 years or more in pay-per lead and client SEO. I've done over 100 webinars. I went back and counted them just for this webinar, and I'm over the 100 webinar mark. So that's cool. And for those of you guys that have been with me since the beginning, thank you so much. I love every one of you. And then Darren, of course. Darren doesn't like to talk about himself, but this good-looking gentleman right here with these striking blue eyes, that's Darren Perkey. Okay, he's been online for 12 years. Believe it or not, he's MIT grad. He's a former Navy vet and a former Googler. So he worked at Google for a long time. So who better to listen to than Darren? He also recently put out a course called Advanced Facebook Ads. So it was, in my opinion, one of the least known courses. Darren did almost no marketing for it. He just put it together and kind of slapped it out there. And it's one of the best courses you can take. So if you guys are looking for a great Facebook ads course, if you're a beginner or advanced, it's really actionable. So, I mean, Darren, you actually create ads in this course, and that separates it from a lot of other courses, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I mean, we don't just do like, hey, here's how this could work. We actually do two things. Number one, we go through like there's like a 101 level stuff. Like the first 12 videos are like, here's what the theory behind all this stuff is, and then let's go build some actual ads. So for each individual ad type in there, we actually build an ad and run them for a week, so you can see exactly how to optimize them and everything. So they're in there.
And that's why your teaching method is so effective, and that's why you've had so many success stories under your belt. And don't worry, guys, this is not a pitch for his advanced Facebook ad course at all.
Exactly.
We're just saying that it is a good course. Also, Darren, has sold businesses for over 16 million. And it's funny because every now and then I love when you get challenged online about that, and you just post your IRS income report.
Yeah. Every now and then people listen. I'm not public, right? So I don't do a whole lot of stuff in the realm of like I'm not selling a million courses. I'm not doing all that stuff. It's people always asking that. It's always funny. So whatever.
Yeah, it's great, man. I know. And then that pretty much just quiets everybody down when you post that that image. And like me, Darren also runs a client SEO agency and is very active and very successful in pay-per-lead. Darren's well over the $100,000 a month mark in pay-per-lead. And Darren and I are not only good friends. We became friends about 2 years ago. We went and met up out in Vegas at the ClickFunnels conference and instantly just clicked. But we're also partners, so we decided to partner up together on a few projects, and they've all been extremely successful. But more than that, you guys, we share a very similar experience and background that we'd likely share with many of you guys on this webinar. We have a client SEO business. So how many of you guys have a client SEO business right now, currently working with clients? It doesn't have to be SEO. I mean, it might be paid management or social or whatever. But how many of you guys have it? Give me one if you do. Sure, pay-per-click counts, absolutely. Yeah, Steve says pay-per-click, yep. Guys, we have hundreds of ones on this webinar. That's awesome. You guys are going to love what I've got for you. Let's move on.
It's scrolling so fast, you can't even catch up. It's like so many people are answering.
I know. We're packed out here. Yeah. So, in fact, combined, we've got over, Darren and I together, 18 years working with clients. So I launched in 2008. Darren, you've been doing it for longer than that. And in that time, we discovered exactly how to double, triple, and quadruple our income from client SEO to well over $100,000 a month every single month. And we do this, guys, while working less. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of inherently lazy. I want to work less and make more. And also one of the hardest things in working with clients, and I'm sure you guys understand, it's the client BS. We deal with a lot less client BS. So we figured out how to deal with less client BS and leverage all of that extra time to do the things that we actually care about. I mean, not to say we don't care about our clients. Of course we do. But guys, you don't want to work all day. That's not what you sat down behind the computer originally to do. Am I right? So, let me ask you guys a question. Let's get a little serious here. What would an automated business that truly produces a passive income and more a passive lifestyle mean for you? And think about that. Client SEO, we're not so passive. We're dealing with a lot of stuff there. What would it mean for you? Imagine, what if you were making $5,000 a month passively, $10,000 a month, $25,000 a month? What does that mean for you? $100,000 a month or more. What would you do? What would that mean for your family? Right? Where would you live? That's why I like to ask that question in the beginning of the webinars before we start, because I get such a huge response on where people live in the world. I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for a certain set of circumstances, I would not be in Chicago, and I'm definitely getting out of Chicago. So for those of you that are in SoCal, expect me to be your neighbor here soon. What would you guys drive with? 5, 10, 25, $100,000 extra passive income a month? If you're a car guy like I am, you can have your pick. Where would you go? Would you travel? I think travel is so important. In fact, I'm going to Croatia here next week. That'll be really fun. Where would you invest? Not just your money, but also your time. What do you guys think is more important? Time or money? Write it in the box. Time or money? Time. Tesla. Who wrote Tesla? Jesus. I love Tesla. Time. Lots of times and T's. Guys, I couldn't agree more with you. But, if you invest your money right, then you can produce more time and you can produce a passive income, right, on investments and new businesses. But we'll get to that, okay? And, last question here is, who would you help? For me, I love the ability to create passive income and create more time because I'm able to help people to help pay my mother's mortgage, to help pay for medical bills, and to donate my time and my money. If you're religious to your church, or I recently was working at a soup kitchen, and I made a couple $1,000s from my business while I volunteered for 2 or 3 hours. It's such a great feeling. Well, guys, let me tell you this. Okay, that's exactly what we're going to show you in this webinar. Okay, but before we do, it's so important to understand that what we're going to show you does require work. Okay, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. And if you're in it for that, you guys can get off the webinar right now. I don't mind. In fact, we're probably not friends. And it's certainly not something everybody can do, okay? Because if you're looking for that shiny object, this ain't for you, okay? We've literally seen and taught hundreds of our own students, just like you, the secrets we're about to show you, but not one of them, not a single one, has become successful without putting in the upfront work, okay? The upfront work to build a truly passive and massive income, you've got to work. And you guys understand that? Does a little hard work scare you? Let me get a hell no if it does not scare you. If it scares you, just let me know. That's true. Some people are afraid of hard work. Hell no. Nice. Lots of hell no's. Love it, guys. You guys are so active on this webinar. I love it. The feedback is just killer. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so let's jump into the meat potatoes. You guys want to jump in? Let me get the keyboard head smash. Who's going to be the first one? Nice. Man, you guys are quick tonight. I love it. This is why we don't do Google Hangouts. The feedback is an instant. I love it here in GoToWebinar. Okay, cool. So here are the 3 secrets we're going to share with you guys on this webinar. Okay, secret number 1, you will make more money generating a few leads in one day with pay-per lead than most make all month in client SEO. Okay, secret number 2, securing pay-per lead partners, because we call them partners in pay-per lead, is extremely easy, because it's 100% ethical and 100% no risk to those partners. In fact, you won't have to stop or even slow down your client SEO business if that's your main business right now. Okay, and secret number 3, in client SEO, if and when you lose a client, you lose all of your work and you have to start over. Darren, have you ever lost a client in your client SEO business?
So if you haven't done that before, you're not really doing client SEO. So yes, I've definitely lost partners before.
Right. Yeah. So how many of you guys have lost a client in client SEO? Give me a 1 if you've lost a client in client SEO. And if you haven't been doing it long enough. Steve says, I fire clients. I like that attitude. John, I don't know what a 3 means, but Mike says this week. Yeah, guys, it's true. Client SEO can be a bit of a revolving door. But here's the thing, in pay-per lead, you'll own the asset. And if you guys know what that means right now at this point in the webinar, you're ahead of the game. If you don't worry about it, but just remember, you own the asset. Okay, cool. So let's dig in a little bit. Let's talk about these secrets. Let's kind of flesh them out and compare and contrast pay-per lead with client SEO. After all, that's why you're on this webinar. So secret number 1, guys, okay? You make more money generating a few leads in one day than most will make all month in client SEO. Okay, so if you've been in client SEO at all, you've been driving leads to your clients. That's what they hire you for, is for leads, to drive leads via their website or paid management or social media or whatever the heck you're doing, right? You've already been driving leads. But let me ask you a question. How many leads did you drive last month for your clients? Did you drive 10? 50? 100? There's all kinds of clients, right? But how many did you drive? Why don't you guys put that in the box for me right now? Did you track your leads you drove to clients? How many did you drive last month for your clients? 10? Okay, we've got 118. Nice. If you're tracking it that closely, that's beautiful. Wally says 400. Dude, awesome. Jesus says 30. Okay, great. Guys, these are all. Who said drove them crazy? Nice, Tony. Okay, good. Good. So we've got a lot of different numbers in there. So let's have a little fun with math, okay? In pay per lead, we recommend you never earn less than $100 a lead. That's the bare minimum I'm going to recommend you make on any lead. I mean, you can go down to 75 or 50 if you've got really high volume, but the ceiling is so tall in pay per lead. I only recommend you only ever go down to 100 a lead. Okay. However, I'm currently earning as high as 750 a lead, and in many verticals, hyper qualified leads go for more. I mean, Darren, I know you're in some verticals where you've got hyper qualified leads going out, and what are you earning on those?
Yeah, so things like mesothelioma, we have some mass torts which are like class action lawsuits. We're getting 1,500 for those.
1,500 a lead.
Yeah.
Geez, that's pretty awesome, man. I've heard as high as 4,500 for things like mass torts and what else there?
Yeah, we do like the Invocana ones now. We're getting 4,500 per lead, but they have to be what's called it has to be really hyper qualified, where it's like conditional logic on a form. They basically are as close as possible to becoming an actual client, but those are going as high as 4,500 for Invocana, which is a brand new drug.
Invocana and yeah, mesothelioma and all that. Yeah, but we'll get to that, guys. Okay, but let's assume the bare minimum for this example. Okay, let's go with the $100 bare minimum that we recommend for 10 leads. Okay. 100 times 10 leads, so 100 a lead, you've got 10 leads, it's $1,000, okay? Not bad, right? I mean, what would you say this is about the average industry-wide monthly client SEO retainer, 1,500, 1,500? I mean, that's about the average, what you get for local client SEO. Wouldn't you guys agree with that? I think it's about $1,000 somewhere in there. So 50 leads. Let's go to the 50 lead mark. If you drove 50 leads for your clients last month, then this is for you. Okay. So in pay per lead, if it's 100 a lead, bare minimum times 50 leads, it's $5,000 that you made that month. And this is where pay per lead really starts to kind of come into its own. And it's typically, the max monthly you'll ever see for any client SEO package or campaign that you're doing. I know that 5,000 is high for some of you guys. I think the most I've ever earned in client SEO from one client was 7,500 a month, and that was because he had two companies, and we were actually working for both. So you technically can't do that. Darren, what would you say is the average, and what would you say is the most you've ever earned in client SEO?
I think the average is, I'm not doing low-end stuff, so if I had to guess, probably 1,000, 1,500. We have, in our agency, we do a lot of stuff with law firms, and they have multiple practice areas. So if you're going to break it down by practice area, we're probably averaging 1,500 per practice area, but they might have, 5 or 6 practice areas. So we're getting 7,500 to 10,000 for that campaign. But, we're doing, it's literally 10 different campaigns. So I think the average is probably 1,500 a month, 1,000,
Right. Yeah, about 1,000, about 1,500. And I don't want to jump ahead, but when you start hitting these numbers, $5,000, $10,000 a month for client SEO retainers, that's when your clients can start to become a handful. Let's move on. So 100 leads. If you guys, I know I saw somebody that drove 400, 130, 180, 183, somebody mentioned, but let's just say you drove 100 leads for your clients last month. In pay per lead, at the bare minimum of $100 a lead, it's $10,000 last month. And here, pay per lead easily breaks the client SEO earnings ceiling. And in fact, it's got no ceiling at all. I mean, clients will take qualified leads until the cows come home. And guys, remember, this is on the low end. This is the low end. This is the bare minimum what I recommend you guys take for leads, $100 for qualified leads. Okay, let's do a little bit more math. Let's bump it up a bit, okay? So Darren, I know we kind of talked about this a little bit, and I'm using that example, but what do we earn on average in, let's say, the personal injury vertical? So that's our pay per lead vertical. What are we earning there?
Yeah, like 250, 275, depends on the lead, but yeah, say 250 as a minimum. Yeah, we get some at 350, but yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of what a lot of people are getting for pay per lead in the personal injury vertical. So let's say it's 250. So 250 times 10 leads, just 10 leads, guys, $2,500 a month. 50 times 250, it's $12,500. Now, for those of you that drove over 100 leads and you responded that you did, this is going to blow you away. 100 times 250 is $25,000 that you could have earned in pay per lead last month. Rather, you were driving leads for your client, so it doesn't matter how many you drive, you're stuck to that monthly. So does it sound kind of unrealistic to be earning $25,000 a month from one partner? It's not. If you've got the chops, guys, to drive your leads to your client, your SEO clients, then you're just simply in the wrong game. Okay, and if you stick around to the end, I'll show you a way to absolutely blow the doors off these numbers. 25,000 easily jumps to 75,000, or 300,000. So I'll get to that here in a minute, but it definitely blows the doors off these numbers by a factor of 3 to 5 times. So with a little something we call the LMT. So how many of you guys know what the LMT is? Give me a 1, give me a 2, give me a keyboard head smash if you know what the LMT is. Not at all. No idea. Okay, a couple keyboard head smashes. David, Yashar, what's up, man? Good. Richard, nice. Nope. John, you nailed it. Okay, well, we'll get to it. It's going to blow you away. Okay, why don't we talk about secret number 2? Securing pay-per lead partners is extremely easy because it's 100% ethical and 100% no risk for your partner. In fact, you won't have to stop or even slow down with your client SEO business. It's exactly true, okay? So in my experience, guys, securing pay-per-lead partners has been hands down the easiest sale you'll ever close because it's 100% ethical, okay? And it's also 100% no risk for your client. So I really want to drive that home. It's really, truly ethical, and it's no risk for your client, okay? Because in client SEO, we're essentially asking our clients to pay us for a service that'll produce new leads, right? So what are you saying to your clients in client SEO? Hey, listen, take a risk with my agency. We're going to do our very best to drive you leads, and we'll get you to the first page of Google, and you know what? We maybe will drive new leads for you. We're not 100% sure. There's no guarantees in client SEO, but we're going to do our best. Just give me your money. I mean, that's what we're saying, right? I mean, let's stop bullshitting each other. That's what we're saying to our clients. And in fact, guys, I've seen and maybe you can agree with me on this, but in the Facebook groups or wherever, I've seen way too many beginner SEOs taking thousands of dollars a month for services they actually have no business offering. I mean, it's kind of like going in for a root canal, but the dentist has never successfully worked on a single patient. I mean, it's scary, right? Who can name that movie? But it is scary. These guys are going out there and they've never successfully ranked anybody on the first page, and they're still taking thousands of dollars. It's actually worse than that, guys. You know what it is? It's unethical. And to be 100% honest with you, it's kind of an embarrassing admission, but I've absolutely had clients that I've quote-unquote underperformed for, where I didn't get them ranked on the first page, and we didn't drive a ton of leads in their campaign, whether it was a 3-6 month campaign, whatever. It's just a lot of variables go into SEO, and all my SEO peeps on right now, you guys know exactly what I mean. So if you've ever underperformed for a client, you know how bad it feels at the end of the day taking their money. If they're giving you $1,500 a month for 6 months, it's a lot of money, right? So it's why I love pay per lead. Actually, we could call it pay per performance, right? Because you only pay when you can perform a valuable task. You only get paid at that point. And we only provide when we only bill when we provide qualified leads. So our pay per lead partners absolutely love that. And in fact, who wouldn't, right? Look, at the end of the day, your clients are only paying you for one thing. They're not paying you for SEO, okay? They're not paying you for social management. They're paying you for pay-per-click management, web design, conversion rate optimization, funnel strategy, et cetera, any $20 word that you want to come up with. They're paying you for one thing, leads, guys, qualified leads, okay? If you're already working with clients right now, if you have a bunch of clients in SEO, you're way ahead of the game because pay-per-lead is easy, it's super easy, and it's also super profitable. You can add this on to your existing client campaigns. Right now, I have almost my entire roster of SEO clients also pay me per lead. So we'll get to that here in a bit. But that's why I'm telling you it's the easiest thing to do and the most profitable thing you can do with your clients, period. If you don't have clients now and you're looking to get into pay-per-lead, you're in a great position to, trust me. But if you are in client SEO, there's no need to stop what you're doing or even slow down. And the best part here is your clients will love it. Okay, if you want to close more, what do we always say, Darren, right? You want to close more SEO clients, start offering pay-per-lead. It's kind of like an inside joke. But if you go out and you start securing pay-per-lead partners, they're also going to ask you to do their SEO a lot of the time, because it shows them how confident you are that you can drive leads. So that's a really great way to add on to your pay-per-lead income. So not only do you get a pay-per-lead partner, but you've got a client SEO partner paying you the monthly retainer too. So it's a win-win. And guys, even without existing clients, locking down pay-per-lead partners is surprisingly easy. I'm going to tell you a little story real quick, okay? So, I mean, I'm going to come away from this a little bit, but this is Stephanie, okay, Franklin. She's one of my students, was one of my students, and now partner, actually. And Darren, I'm trying to remember how many months back was. 3-4 months back. I know we had a pretty interesting conversation, but she fired, how she explained it to me, she fired 64 of her existing SEO and paid management clients, what she called unreasonable bosses, and I loved it. I was actually looking for a post in the group, and I was going to screen cap it. I couldn't find it, but she said, I fired 64 unreasonable bosses today, which was one of the ballsiest things I'd ever seen anybody do. I mean, she had a really great income coming in. She got rid of all of them. And since that time, she secured, I think 3 months ago, 147 pay-per-lead partners across 8 verticals. Now, you client SEO guys are going to go, what the hell is a vertical? We call them verticals and partners. We don't call them niches and clients and pay-per-lead. Let's get that straight, okay? 147 in 3 months across 8 verticals, okay? And she did this with nothing more than one simple email template, a little support, and some serious motivation. Okay, guys? So how many of you guys want to see this email template that Stephanie used to secure 147 pay-per-lead partners? You guys are saying, I love her. She's awesome. Yeah. How many of you guys know Stephanie? Give me a 1. And give me a keyboard head smash if you want to see this template. You guys are awesome. Oh, you're cracking me up. Okay, let's do it. So let's move on to the template. Here it is, okay? So Stephanie gave these to me. I blurred out everything important, but here's the gist of it. Stephanie writes, her subject line, I was wondering if you can take some of our extra pressure washing calls. She says, hi there, I'm Stephanie with so-and-so. We have too many calls coming in for pressure washing in the following areas. Obviously, these areas are in their area, and that's the area that they service, this pressure washing company. She says, our current partners can't handle all of them, and we need to find another pressure washing and painting company, et cetera, et cetera. Would you be the right person to talk to about this? Do you want to see the response? Give me a call. Right away. I mean, this came in.
Wait, quick, Brian. If you guys are not copying, screenshotting this screen, you're doing yourself a disservice. Okay, this is like, I'm telling you, we all use this template to get partners. Screenshot it. Take a note.
Yeah, take a screenshot now. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So we've got 3 here. Very, very similar. RE roofing estimate. That's her subject line, okay? First line, I was wondering if you could take some of our roofing calls in Warwick, Cranston, Pawtucket. Where do you think this service provider is? Warwick, Cranston, and Pawtucket. That's their service area, obviously, and East Province. Hi there, I'm Stephanie. We have too many calls coming in for roofing estimates, and our current partner in Rhode Island can't handle all of them. We need a roofing company to partner with and send the extra customers to. Would you be the right person to talk to about this? Who wants to see the response? Good afternoon. Yes, we can help you with that. You can call our office at, people get right back to you guys with this template. It's insane. You guys want to see one more template? What do you think? One more template? Let's get a 1. Okay, nice. Here's the next one, okay? RE roofing estimate. I was wondering if you could take some of our roofing calls in Warwick, Cranston, Pawtucket. Same template, guys. Exactly the same template. You want to see the response? Sure. How does it work? It's as easy as that. That's how you secure partners in pay-per-lead, guys. You don't even have to talk to them. Most of the time, you don't even have to get on the phone. Because this, as I said, I'm going to go back a couple slides, but it's absolutely 100% ethical and absolutely no risk for the client. So this exact email template is actually getting an unheard of 51% open rate with those subject lines that we have and we teach, and 28% response rate. 28% response rate. It's insane because, like I said, it's 100% ethical and 100% no risk. And more, guys, it's because you're giving businesses and business owners exactly what they're looking for, more business. Does this make sense, guys? What do you think of those templates? What do you think of? Is it blowing you away? When I saw these screenshots and when I saw her open and response rates, I was floored. I don't know. My jaw was on the ground. It's pretty incredible, guys. Okay, cool. Who's ready for secret number 3? We're gonna, like I said, we're flying through this, and I know you guys are super involved, so I really appreciate it. Let's go to secret number 3. In pay-per-lead, this is, by the way, my favorite secret. In pay-per-lead, you own the asset. I'm going to repeat it one more time. You own the asset. Okay, so let's dig in a little bit here. All right, think about a time you lost an SEO client. Okay, what did you retain from all of your hard work? I mean, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 months even, 4 years. Who knows how long you've had this client, but what did you retain from your hard work? Your rankings, not yours, they're gone. Your revenue from that client, gone. The website, that wasn't yours, that's gone. Okay, so said simply, every value building action that you took for that client had no lasting positive effect on your future at all. And you're unfortunately left with nothing to show for it all. You've got nothing at the end of the day when you get fired, period. Okay, now let's compare and contrast that a little bit with pay-per-lead. All right, so in pay-per-lead, we build and maintain our own websites. Now guys, you don't have to do that to make money in pay-per-lead. And I think that's kind of one of the hurdles that people come across. You can make money without a website, and you can do it tomorrow for free. Talk about that in a minute. But we build, most of the time, I recommend you build and maintain your own website. So that way, every action, whether it's SEO or paid or social or conversion rate optimization or heat tracking, whatever you're doing, right, it all builds value. If you build a beautiful website with fantastic structure, great silo, and lots of great, external and internal linking strategies and nice social clouds built around them, I know my SEO peeps know what I'm talking about here. They all build value. Also, if you're building funnels, paid funnels to your website, those funnels aren't going anywhere. Those build value. And every time, of course, you're building your Instagram or your Facebook, page or groups and LinkedIn groups or any strategy you're using, those are all yours. You're in control, right? So as your website gains authority and delivers more and more leads, it grows in value. And here's the fun part. It becomes a true liquid asset. You can flip these websites at any time because you've got provable income and it's yours and you can sell it. Darren, how many students of yours have sold websites before?
That's pretty much what I teach. So a lot of,
right.
we do them all the time. Every quarter we're selling a website. So yeah.
Right. So I flip websites. I've had students flip websites. I mean, within 3 months, websites for 60 or 80 grand. Just depends on how much business your website is creating. And also, you can work as much or as little as you like because you only answer to you in pay-per-lead. I mean, the only person you are accountable to, it's not your client, it's not your partner, it's you. If you don't send leads to your partners, they're not complaining because they're not paying you, retainers. But if you're getting retainers from clients, what do you deal with? You deal with a lot of client BS, right? But let's just be blunt about it. We want you to stop dealing with client BS. How many of you guys know or can relate to what I mean by client BS? Let me get the keyboard and smash, or a 1, either way. Oh my gosh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, recently there's been a flood of client SEO agencies over the past few years. I'm sure you guys, if you've been in for a little while, you've seen it. People are flooding to this business model. And it's actually had a couple of negative effects on the market. I mean, essentially I say we because I have a client SEO business as well, have become commodities, right? And what happens when there's a flood of businesses and there's more demand, or I should say more supply than there is demand? It drives the price down, right? Clients know it. I mean, how many times have you heard from your client where they say, I get 5 calls a day from other SEO agencies kind of threatening you like that? When they tell me that, I say, you know what? I do too, and I am an SEO agency. How about the frantic emails and phone calls? Why did I slip from position 5 to position 6? Or what am I paying you for? That one's one of my favorites. What am I paying you for? It takes a real special kind of client to come up with that one, but I've definitely heard it. Or worse, this is a great one. My son just graduated from community college with a marketing degree, and he's going to do the SEO. So this is a real story, and stop me if you've heard this before. I've told it a few times on a few webinars, but the client I referred to earlier where I was earning $7,500 a month for 2 of his clients, he was in Colorado. It was a pet company, and I flew out there just as kind of a well-wishing, hey, just want to say hi, how you doing? Thanks for all the business. We built your website. We're doing a lot of marketing for you. We're doing your paid management and your SEO and your social. Just want to go put a face in front of you and make sure that I'm securing this relationship. I get out there and I went right into an ambush. His son literally, I mean, the guy's like 20, 21 years old, sitting there, green as can be, wet behind the ears, at the table with the biggest attitude I had ever seen. You're ripping off my father. You're charging him $7,500 a month. Nobody knows how to do SEO. SEO is not even a real thing. I know because my professor told me in community college. How many of you guys have dealt with something similar to this? I mean, I know there's stories up and down, but oh man, it was just a nightmare. You know, so I said, well, let me ask you a few questions, asked him some basic questions about SEO. He couldn't answer them. Said, I'm going to handle it, la, la, la. So, you know, I'm not going to tell you my whole sob story here, but I think we've all been through a similar story. That's why in pay-per-lead, there is no client BS. If you're not driving leads, then you're just not getting paid. But when you are, it's like you're literally holding the golden ticket because you are. A lead becomes a golden ticket. So you're holding it, not the client. In client SEO, the client's holding the money and giving it to you. In pay-per-lead, it's the exact opposite. You're holding the money and giving it to the client. Does that make sense, guys? You understand what I mean? And that instantly puts you in the driver's seat. You know, it's a lot like owning or renting. When you're renting a place, you're paying down somebody else's mortgage and you're paying down their capital. When you own your own home or you own your own condo, whatever you own that you're paying on, you're always paying down your own capital, and that becomes more and more valuable to you, not to somebody else, okay? And I'll say it again, guys. You own the asset. So repeat after me. You own the asset, right? You must. I should have thrown a must in there. You must own the asset. So let me ask you a question, guys. Is this making sense? You guys understand what I mean here? Own the, what is you own the asset? Are you guys understanding now why I said I'll get to that later? But it's so important. Do you agree with me? It's so important to own the asset. Why the hell would we be building somebody else's value where we can be doing it for ourselves? If you can drive leads, as I said, you've got the chops. You can build your own assets. And the best part is you don't have to stop doing what you're doing in client SEO. Right? So let me ask you guys a question. How many of you guys are pumped up now, ready to dive headfirst into pay-per-lead? Who's going to take the risk on pay-per-lead? Who's going to do this with us? Who's going to join us in the pay-per-lead world? Awesome. Nice. Let's do it now. Hell yeah. Now. PPL is great. I'm in. Chris, Steven, Yusuf, Marcos, Samir. Nice. Okay, well, let me ask you a question. All right. What would it mean to you to work side by side with Darren and myself and many others to help you build a business in pay-per-lead? What would that mean for you? To do it with people that are actually building pay-per-lead businesses every single day. Guys, that's where I make my money. You know, I'm sure some of you see me branch out into other opportunities recently and start really crushing it there too. That's only because pay-per-lead has become so passive that you can do more things. You can get into other avenues, you know, other streams of income. But what would that mean to you guys? It would be life-changing, Bill says. David says it would change my life. Jesus, sounds awesome. It means the world. It would be great. Okay, if we could help you double, triple, even quadruple your current income, all while working less and dealing with less client BS and creating passive revenue in the best and just plain easy business model we've ever encountered, pay-per-lead, what does that mean, guys? What does that mean for your family, you know, for your lifestyle? I mean, is that something you'd be interested in? Okay, awesome, guys. You know, but obviously we can't show you exactly how to replicate our success and the success of all of our students in just about an hour on a webinar. And listen, guys, I'm a little nervous, like so many shiny object chasers. You know, you might have gotten, you guys on the webinar, while we do hope you got a ton of value, you might have gotten really hyped up here, but I'm a little nervous that you're going to fall back into the same routine. You know, whether that's just working with clients and client SEO or whatever, really. I'm a little nervous that you're never going to see any real change in your income or, more importantly, your lifestyle. So that's exactly why, guys, that's exactly why we put together something for you and are very pleased to announce the Pay-Per-Lead Army. Okay, so the Pay-Per-Lead Army is the world's largest community of pay-per-leaders. So it's a community of thousands of incredibly active and supportive members, and we're growing like crazy. Darren, what are we growing at now, like 30, 50 members a day?
I think we did the numbers last time. I think the average was 42 a day, something crazy like that.
It's hard to track because it's going up pretty quickly,
yeah.
But you know, it's led by myself and Darren and a number of other Pay-Per-Lead Army generals. So in fact, Stephanie, who you guys met earlier in the webinar, she's one of our generals. I promote from within. So in the Army, people that really stand out or are really aggressive and doing really, really well and show interest in helping others, we promote them to generals in the Army. So Stephanie's a general, Darren, Byron. We've got a lot of generals in there, lots of really big earners that are doing quite well. And it's designed specifically for one purpose, guys, to help you absolutely dominate and build a very real passive and massive income with pay-per-lead. So here's what you get. I know you guys are wondering, okay, that sounds cool, Bri, but what do I get? And that's, that's kind of what I want to address. So here's what you get when you become a pay-per-lead Army member. You get the definitive pay-per-lead training course, PPL Empire. Okay, this is my course, guys. I put this together about a year ago. We've had over 3,500 people pick up this course, and it's been amazing. It's over 60 training videos. It's responsible for hundreds of success stories. Guys, I can't tell you, still to this day, I released it over a year ago, and I still every day have 2, 3, 5 personal messages on Facebook, emails, just people thanking me for this course and how it's changed their life. You get it immediately. You get the full immediate access. And this course, when I released it, was a drip course. So, it came out over 6 weeks. It was, I think, 10 videos a week over 6 weeks. And a lot of people, they didn't love that, to be honest with you. They didn't like waiting for the videos. So we're going to release it all immediately when you join the pay-per-lead Army, the PPL Army. Guys, that's a $14.97 value, okay? Also, you get personal mentorship from million-dollar pay-per-leaders like, I don't know, Darren, who's on right now. So Darren is, a captain in our Army. We've got generals and all the soldiers, hundreds and hundreds and thousands of soldiers in the Army. They're all making $10,000 to $100,000 a month or more. You get your questions answered right away. Guys, we charge, as I said, $7.50 an hour for that. Okay, you also get access immediately to exclusive, what we call, quote unquote, live round weekly webinars. So these webinars, like this webinar, we do them every week, and they're pure value. They're trainings. We do questions and answers. We're doing blabs now. We're doing, I think, Facebook. We're going to start, since Facebook introduced live for everybody now, we'll do Facebook Live. So whatever the best way is to get out there and get in front of you, we're going to do it. Guys, I've seen them go for 150 a webinar, webinars like this. So over a month, it would be $600 a month. Okay, you also get over-the-shoulder trainings and guides. Okay, so this is Darren. This is all Darren. Darren, you want to talk about this a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So for those of you who don't know who I am, I do a lot of training now. I'm kind of like transitioning because my obviously PPL is pretty passive. What we do is we basically build out like exactly every day what I'm doing and showing you exactly how I do stuff. So for instance, the latest one we just did was for getting into personal injury pay-per-lead. So it was, I think it's 4 videos. We basically go in there. I show you exactly how to set everything up, how to do, a website structure, how to do your leads, how to do everything you're doing, and how to bill. All that stuff is inside of that little mini course inside of PPL Army. So they're all there.
And I think that's really something that a lot of people aren't doing. Darren, when you came up with the idea, I loved it because you're watching us build real pay-per-lead businesses in real time. I mean, there's daily updates. We're doing videos. We've got guides. We've got PDFs. And our response to Darren doing this was amazing. Darren, you've got another one coming out here shortly, right? You're going to do a 60-day blitz.
Yeah, so what we're doing is starting next week, I think it's the date or the week after. What we're doing is 60 days from 0 to 10,000. So we're going to build a brand new agency, a new PPL agency. We're going to build the assets. We're going to come up with a name together as a group. We're going to do it every single day, add to it. And then the goal is to get to $10,000 in money in recurring income from that little startup.
I mean, how cool is that, guys? You get to watch us do it together. I mean, we all get to vote on the name of the company. We get to vote on the vertical. And we're going to go from 0 to $10,000 a month in passive income. We've done it before. We'll do it again. But we're going to do it in front of you live here. I think we're launching in the next 2 to 3 days. So, guys, I mean, this is at least incredibly modestly priced at $397 if we were to charge that. You get that when you join the PPL Army. Also, you guys, we give you elite level sales training and partner getting techniques every single day. So we've got over 20 hours of video and tested proven strategies and how to close your first partner in pay-per-lead, or if it's your 147th partner like Stephanie. We give you coaching and support on that. We give you these monster templates and scripts, which hopefully you got already. You took a screen cap of the screen where I showed you Stephanie's template. Guys, I've even closed partners for some of the soldiers in the Army. If you need us to come in, just ask us. Sometimes it is really effective to have us come in and close the partners for you. I mean, this is at least a $997 value. You get that when you join the Army. Also, what else do you get? Industry-leading search engine optimization training. So guys, we are, both Darren and I and almost everybody in the group, SEO is our backbone. Darren's got a little bit more heavy on the paid side, but SEO is how I grew up online, and I still love SEO. Combined, I think we've got over 18 years SEO experience. It's one of our core values. It's one of the ways we drive a ton of leads, and it's one of the ways we build our assets. Remember, you own the asset. It's one of the ways we put a lot of value into our assets. So we've got guides, PDFs, and videos. This is at least a $9.97 value. There's a ton of training in the back end, your membership area of the Paper Lead Army on this, okay? So let's recap here a little bit. In Paper Lead Army, what do you get? You get PPL Empire, right? The $14.97 value. You get personal mentorship from million-dollar Paper Lead earners like myself and Darren. You get PPL Army only webinars. We call them live round webinars. It's a $600 value. Over-the-shoulder trainings and guides. That's a $397 value. Elite level sales training, also $397 at least. And you get leading SEO training for $997. And most importantly, guys, and I haven't talked about this yet, okay? It's something we really, I tried to price it, but I couldn't because it's priceless. It really is. And it's one of the things that I think is most important. You get access to the PPL Army private VIP community. So this community is, it started out small, but it grew like a weed, and now the thing's on fire. I want to talk a little, I took some screenshots recently, right before this webinar, but last night I took some screenshots. I just want to show you some of what the people are saying inside of the community, okay? So this is from Dan. Dan, if you're on, man, thank you for this. Just a little quick motivation. I biffed it on Monday, woke up too late, and missed my shot to start sending outreach to potential partners. Today I've gone through about 850 contacts. I've gotten 5 reaching back out, and 1 that straight up gave me their service area and are awaiting an agreement. Keep chipping away at the marble block. There's a statue of a hero in there somewhere. Dude, you win. I love that post, man. For real. Thank you, Dan, if you're on or listening in the future. Here's one from Panama. Finally made my first partner. I love those. Those are great. That's like where it becomes real. When you get your first partner, it's like, holy shit, this is real. I can really do this. Kaylin, I know you're on. How you doing, Kaylin? Hey, y'all, just wanted to pop in here and let you know that yesterday I got my very first real true lead, not a sales call or recorded call, but a real person calling my partner for service. Whoop, whoop. I'm in the infancy stage, so this is very exciting. Everyone in here has taken the time to help me. Has been so great. Very special thanks to Rockstar Stephanie for being flat out awesome. You're awesome, Kaylin. Austin says, hey guys, I'm looking for a partner who needs more clients for their lead multiplier type sites. I can help you secure more clients. Feel free to hit me up. And I put this in here, guys, because that's what the community is for. It's for creating partnerships or getting out and talking to people, making relationships, being around like-minded paper leaders, right? Because that's how you grow together. We need the support. It can be a lonely endeavor sometimes when you're an online entrepreneur like we all are, right? You just stand in your office, you let your beard grow out, and well, hopefully not the ladies, but it's good to have a community, and that's exactly what this is. Here's another one from Jeremiah. And my paper lead calls have already doubled this week. Hashtag love passive income. Awesome. Here's one from Brian Armstrong. I've been running a Facebook ad campaign to lawyers in Texas and AZ to get on board with my divorce leads. My landing page is converting at 26%. I have interest from 5 lawyers, and it's not even been 24 hours yet. Pretty stoked for this one. Bring on the partners. Dude, Brian, that's fantastic, man. If you're listening right now, that's great. So in total, guys, you get access to the community, everything I went through. That would be, without even including the community, right? That's over $5,200 in value, being very, very modest. I didn't know how to price the community, honestly. Who knows, right? So let me ask you a question. Who's this for, okay? If you're in client SEO right now, you're way ahead of the game. You're way ahead of the game. So this is definitely for you. If you're in social or paid management, this is for you. If you're a consultant on any level, you're already working with clients, this is for you. If you're not in Paper Lead, if you're a beginner, if you're an advanced paper leader, this is definitely, the Paper Lead Army is for you. Even if you've got 0 experience, so many of our soldiers in the Army had 0 experience. They're now doing $10,000 to $100,000 a month in a really short amount of time passively. It's for you, okay? So here's Stephanie again. She's absolutely crushing it. Guys, I wanted to make this a video, so you're going to have to forgive me. I don't know how to put videos into GoToWebinar. I can make them play, but I can't make the sound come through. So I just took screenshots. So if you guys want to check it out, go put my name into YouTube. Not now, later, and you'll find all these testimonials. But this is Stephanie. She's crushing it. Over $25,000 a month now. Connor, he's cured his shiny object syndrome. Here's Terrell. He's providing for his family like a boss. This is one of the best video testimonials. He's hysterical. He's absolutely hysterical. I love him. A community that truly cares. And then absolutely the best group online today. Guys, there's a lot more testimonials out there too. But like I said, it's over $20 or $50 to $100 in value, being very modest. But let me ask you a question, okay? I'm going to kind of come away from this a bit. But if all this did was help you sell 1 lead a day, would it be worth it? Would this be worth it to you if all it did was help you sell 1 lead a day? What if it gave you the kick in the butt to finally get moving and get out, get that motivation, get the fire burning again? Would it be worth it? What if this doubled your current income? What if it tripled it? What if it quadrupled your current income? Would it be worth it? That's awesome, guys. I'm going to sweeten the pot a little bit, okay? So I'm going to give you a bonus here. Bonus number 1. We talked about it. It's Darren's advanced Facebook ads. So Darren was nice enough to throw this in to the membership side of the PPL Army. You get full access to this. You get the quick start into Facebook ads. And by the way, guys, Facebook ads are huge for pay-per-lead. So Darren's course trains you exactly on how to drive leads with Facebook ads, specifically for PPL. Okay, he's got over 50 videos. And how many hours? Did I get that right there, Darren? Is it 30 hours of video?
Yeah, that's not including the webinars afterwards. Yeah, just the training course itself is over 30 hours.
Right. Okay. And yep, all the webinars are in the back end as well. Guys, this is a $9.97 value. I think actually it was $14.97. I should have put that in there. Yeah. But we're going to do this for free now for the first 50 people. Right. It's free. It doesn't matter because it's free. Free for the first 50 people to sign up from this webinar. Okay. That's not it, guys. I'm also going to throw in one more bonus here. Okay. We talked a little bit about this too. And this is the pay-per-lead marketplace, okay? It's a place to trade, hire, and partner with other pay-per-leaders like you. Guys, we've got thousands of people in the PPL Army, and one of the biggest advantages of the community is having an opportunity and then finding a soldier to help you fill the position. So let me give it to you in real world terms. If you have, let's say you've secured a partner in personal injury. He's an attorney somewhere out in Texas for personal injury or anywhere in the world, really. And that's a good note, by the way. This works everywhere. This is not just U.S. This works globally. We've got people doing this in Australia, Ireland, Spain, all over the place. But let's say you're not great at securing partners. It's just not your thing. You don't like getting on the phone. You don't want to shoot an email off. You don't want to secure a partner. You could go out to the pay-per-lead marketplace and find soldiers that are great with it, that are really, really good with it. And that's their specialty. And you can partner with them and create a really strong partnership. And the best part is, I've seen partnerships created all over the world. People in the U.S. partnering with people in Spain, partnering with people in Australia. It's so beautiful to be able to work with other people and really do it. Let's say you're great at securing partners, but not great at driving leads, or you're not great with Facebook ads. You can go out to the pay-per-lead marketplace inside of the members area in the pay-per-lead Army, post the opportunity, and within seconds, you'll have dozens of replies, people ready to partner with you. I can't put a value on this, so I tried to just randomly call it $97 a month. But again, free access. So this is free access to the first 25 people that get in, that sign up from this webinar. You guys will get it free. So let's kind of recap here. I'm going to fly through, okay? So you get PPL Empire. You get the personal mentorship. You get Pay-Per-Lead Army only one-on-one webinars. Over-the-shoulder trainings and guides. You get the elite level sales training. You get the leading SEO training. Okay, the bonus number 1, get the advanced Facebook ads from Darren, $9.97 value. And bonus number 2 is access to the first ever of its kind. I don't know another PPL marketplace that exists. Another, $9.97 or $97 a month value. In total, that's over $7,400 in value, being again very modest because I didn't know how to price the community. Other groups, guys out there, I'm sure you're involved in some groups, some high-end groups. $3.97 a month. I'm not naming names. $4.99 a month. You know who they are, $5.50 a month, right? The Pay-Per-Lead Army, guys, we're going to do this for $247 a month, okay? You can cancel anytime. I don't want this to be binding. I want you guys to cancel anytime. There's no contracts, obviously. You get free upgrades for life. So, guys, anytime we launch another mini course or mega course, you get free upgrades to those courses. Stephanie actually just released a 5-video course. Each one's about an hour just on securing partners in any vertical. She's got them in all kinds of verticals. That one's going up. You get free access to that, and it's immediate. That's the nice thing, is none of this is drip. We're not trying to keep you in. Okay, so go, if this is, we want you to stay in on your own merit. Okay, if you find value in this, we want you in for life, hopefully. So to get started now, guys, visit pplarmy.com, okay? And click the button to get started. Okay, and you'll go right through. But you know what? Because you guys are on my personal list, most likely, we didn't do any paid advertising, by the way, for this webinar. I just shot out a couple of emails and a couple of social updates, and we packed this thing out. It was awesome. And you guys are taking the time here with us to make a real change in your career and your life. I want to do something special for you, okay? So we said $247 a month. I'm actually going to break that down, okay? We're going to do it for just $97 a month now. Again, you could cancel anytime. There's no contracts. You guys get to keep everything. You get free upgrades for life, okay? And immediate access to it all. All right? What do you guys think of that? $97 a month. Cool. That's awesome. Awesome. That's worth it. Nice. Okay, so the URL, guys. Hey, Darren, can you type it in, or I'll type it in here, www.pplarmy.com nope, just pp.com. That's it, guys. So I'll send it to all. So if you're on your mobile, there you go, Amy. So it's pplarmy.com. You just have to click the sign up now button. It'll push you right through, and then you're in, and you get immediate access to all this, okay? And guys, as if that wasn't enough, okay, I'm going to give you one more bonus. All right, this is bonus number 3, and this is what we talked about. And I asked you if you knew what the LMT was early on, if you remember that, okay? Bonus number 3 is the lead multiplier WordPress theme. Okay, I spent $15,000+ developing this theme for my launch with PPL Empire that you get when you sign up for the PPL Army for free. What this thing does is it instantly multiplies the value of any lead you send to this website by 3 to 5 times, proven. So if, let's say you're getting $250 a lead, instantly that lead becomes at least worth $750. So guys, this is amazing. What it does is, I would love to explain how it works, but the theme is just proven to do that because you list multiple partners within the same theme. Setup is easy, and it's truly, guys, our secret weapon. I mean, imagine that. I mean, we went through the math earlier on, and $25,000 is right there. A month is right there. Imagine bumping that up instantly to $75,000 by just adding a few partners and using the lead multiplier theme. It's real. And guys, that would be at least a $497 value. So I'm going to give this to the first 10 people to sign up right now. So you guys will get access to this for free to the first 10 people to sign up right now. So if you go over to pplarmy.com, click the sign up button, fill out the form, your credit card, all that. You'll get instant access to the lead multiplier theme. Not only that, but documentation on how to set it up. And of course, the support is in the community. If you have any questions there, you're not a technical person like me. I mean, honestly, I couldn't set it up if you asked me to. But Darren could. Right, Darren?
I am awesome at that kind of stuff.
You are quite good at it, actually. So let's recap, guys. PPL Army, PPL Empire, personal mentorship. You get the webinars, you get the over-the-shoulder trainings, the elite level sales training, you get the leading SEO training, okay, and then a whole bunch of bonuses here. You get Darren's advanced Facebook ads, you get the PPL Marketplace, which is incredible, and you're going to get the lead multiplier theme, guys. In total, this is over $79,000, almost $8,000 in value, and we normally would do it for $247 a month. Guys, for being on this webinar, I want to do something special for you. We're going to do it for just $97 a month. You guys, again, cancel anytime, no contracts, keep everything, get free upgrades for life, and immediate access. Go to pplarmy.com. Get started right now. Super easy. Click the button, sign up, and we'll see you on the inside. Okay, so where are we at now? Went through this presentation, and hopefully you guys got a ton of value out of this. You've got 2 options at this point, okay? Option number 1, you can do nothing and not make the leap of faith for this small amount of money. You can stay right where you are in your career and your lifestyle. Do nothing. No love lost. Hopefully you'll learn something from this webinar. Another option, you can make this small $97 investment in yourself now. I mean, 97 is small compared to the value. We tried to over-deliver on this. Hopefully you guys can see how much you're getting inside, right? And give it a shot. That's your option. You can make a small investment and just give it a shot and see what happens. I mean, think about it. What's $97, Darren? It's under $100. I mean, that's, spare yourself one nice dinner this month. Right? Don't go to Starbucks every day. I mean, let me ask you a question. What's the ROI when you invest in you? I mean, in my opinion, Darren, maybe you can back me up here, but I think the ROI is highest when you invest in yourself.
Again, you're owning the asset yourself, right? That's what we talked about before. Owning the asset, you are the asset, you. And when you have the ability to invest in your time and your training, that's when you start to become a better, entrepreneur. When you're always doing something for someone else, which is always good to do too. But when you invest in yourself, you truly grow, and when you grow, your income grows too. It's always good to do that. We always preach it every day.
Absolutely. Look at this. I signed up in one of the first 25. Nice, Oscar. Great. Tony's in. Bill, Gordon, Carol, Mark. Nice, guys. Lots of sign-ups here. Really smart decision. Really smart decision. So again, guys, Pay for Lead Army, we're not doing it for $247 a month. We're doing it for just $97 a month. So go to pplarmy.com and get started. And by the way, guys, if you haven't signed up yet, you're still on this webinar. Remember when we said we're going to pick 3 of you guys or gals for a one-on-one coaching session? I'm going to sweeten the pot a bit here, okay? I'm going to sweeten it up. If you sign up in the next 10 minutes from now, Darren, what time is it?
It is 7 past the hour.
Okay, 7 past the hour. Wow, okay. If you guys sign up in the next 10 minutes, then what's going to happen is you'll be entered in the contest to train with myself. You get a one-on-one coaching session, but we're also going to bring on the $16 million man, Darren Perkey. So you're going to get a dual or double coaching session. Okay, we're going to pick 3 of you. If you sign up now for the PPL Army, we'll pick 3 of you that signed up in the next 10 minutes for a double coaching session. So you're going to work for an hour with Darren and myself together. So it's going to be a dual coaching session. We're going to record it in Skype. We're going to upload it to your drive. All of our notes are going to upload to your drive. And Darren, we've done this before, and they typically go way over an hour. I mean, we try to get it to an hour, but we get so involved. It's like, making reverse engineering your goals and setting your goals and then building the blueprint to get you to where you want to be. I mean, whether that's client SEO or pay per lead, we can do both. Hopefully it'll be pay per lead, obviously, but we're going to coach you and we're going to get you to where you want to go so that you can follow that blueprint. It's really paint by numbers. That's how we coach. And it just works out really well. I mean, Darren and I are friends and partners because we have a really great vibe together. And when you get involved with the 2 of us, I mean, what's that worth to you? What's that worth to your career? So sign up now. Go to pplarmy.com. Anyone that signs up in the next 10 minutes, we're going to go ahead and pick 3 of you coaching session, okay? So imagine, guys, what that would do for you. I mean, to work with Darren, who sold his businesses over $16 million, to work with myself, but remember, guys, to be entered, you got to be a paid member of the PPL Army, and we normally would charge you $247, but we're doing just $97 a month. So go to pplarmy.com, okay? Now, this was the end of the show, and that's where I was going to end it, guys. I was originally going to end. Nice, you guys are in. I'm in. I was originally going to end the show there. I was going to say, okay, great, go to pplarmy.com, sign up. Hope you got a lot off this webinar, et cetera, et cetera. But I thought I'd do something a little bit more fun for you. Who wants to take a peek behind the scenes inside of the paid membership side of the PPL Army? Give me a 1 if you want to see inside of the PPL Army. What does it look like? What do I actually get when I get in there? Give me a 1, give me a 2, give me a keyboard head smash if you're excited and you can't contain it. Nice. I don't know what a 3 is. Marco, I don't think I can repeat that. Let me get a hell yeah. Nice. Nice. Okay, great. I'll show you. So this is the back end here, okay? So I'm signed in. Very clean, very simple looking, okay? So I'm going to walk you through kind of one by one here. This is the back end of the PPL Army. First of all, you've got a really simple search button here. Now, I know that's kind of straightforward, but it can't be overestimated how important that is, because you'll see here shortly how much information we've got. So if you're jumping in real quick and you want to try to reference one thing that you remembered or you couldn't find, you've got a search bar. Now, I'm in courses, high-end courses, membership courses that are so poorly laid out, it makes it almost impossible to find anything. I don't know if that's their strategy or not, but I wanted to make this as easy as it could be. So obviously, you've got an intro video here, but then you've got access to the live round webinars, okay? All the webinars that we've done in the past and everything, they're going to be up here. We've got 2 here, but there's actually a heck of a lot more because we've done blabs. Darren, what else have we done? Facebook Live, Periscopes that we recorded, all of those, all those are going to go up. Here's the Q&A sessions, guys. Live question and answer sessions. Here's the full course I was telling you about. Here's my PPL Empire course. You get all 60 videos here. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 5, week 6. All of them. Really well laid out. Also, here's your downloadables. There's lots of PDFs with these, so you can download those. You can keep those for as long as you want. here's the lead multiplier theme. Here's the instructions to install it, and here's the videos on how to install the lead multiplier theme if you guys got in for that. Here's Darren's advanced Facebook ads course, which is giant. I mean, look at how many videos are in here, guys. It's insane.
Do you guys see how those are broken down? So if you have a question about the 20% text rule, you can go to the 20% text rule video. If you have a question about clicks to website, you can go to that video. So I broke it down like small little segments for you guys to see every single thing individually.
And if you ever just want to search, just click the search button. You'll find it right away. Also, the live Q&As that went along with your course are right here. So that's really interesting. I mean, there's nothing you guys can ask that hasn't been asked before about the Facebook ads. And not to mention, when you're in the community, you can ask as much as you want. When you're in the Facebook group, you'll ask a million questions. You'll get answered right away. Darren, I swear to you, this is not me giving you hype. This is not me giving you any bullshit in any form at all. Darren is in there 24/7. I don't know how you do it. I'm starting to believe you're an artificial intelligence. You might just be a bot, Darren.
You got me figured out, damn it.
Dude, you get questions answered all the time. I mean, I know a lot of you guys that are already in the Army can verify that. Okay, so here's the over-the-shoulder series, guys. Of course, we've got lots of those. And then the new one coming up here in just a few days. That'll all be added. Outsourcing your pay-per-lead business series. So this is really interesting here, how to outsource it and truly automate the whole thing. This was another mini course that we did. This is another mini course. So we do a lot of mini courses all the time. Getting into legal. So this is something that Darren added not too long ago. This is very fresh. Tips and tricks. So, we've got tips and tricks Tuesdays. We always add them to the back end, to the blog here. It's Motivation Monday, tips and tricks Tuesdays. We've got Wednesday Webbies. Then we've got Think Big Thursdays and Finish Strong Fridays. And then the weekends. So we put it all back here.
Brian, if you could stay there for a second on the blog part, I want to go over a couple of these if I can.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah. So this, if you're not if it's not productivity, if you're not producing, that is a huge blog on exactly how I process my daily schedule. So you can see exactly how that goes. You can see that there. Just go to the left down the side for me so I can just see the blog post names. I'm going to click on them just
sure.
want to show them.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Go right there. And then so the goal setting one is literally how I set my goals for every quarter, every year. That's a huge blog too. How to get referrals without getting referrals is a 3,600 word blog post. I put in there's an ebook there from John Loomer, which is a good big Facebook ads guy also.
Yeah, you went nuts on this post. This was one of my favorite. How to get referrals without actually getting referrals. Incredible. You guys, you need to read this, honestly. Read all these.
Too,
and we add every week we add.
Right, and then don't forget these are all available to you as soon as you sign up. So there is no like drip fee. You don't wait 2 months to get it. So we charge you twice, whatever. Just trust me when I tell you the value is there. So
exactly. And then of course, guys, here's the marketplace. So if you got in for the marketplace, here it is, the PPL marketplace. And this is really simple. You just put your name here, your email, your phone number if you want. You tell us about the opportunity, and then we'll post it inside of the PPL Army membership area. Also, anything that's coming up. We'll have here. You'll know all about the webinars. You'll also get emails. We'll create events inside of the community so that you don't miss any of the live webinars and you can ask a ton of questions. And guys, I know you've got a ton of questions here on the webinar, and I'm sorry I'm flying through here. I'm trying not to take too much of your time. We're right around the hour mark, so that's kind of where I hoped we'd land. But if you guys have a few questions, I'm happy to answer them. But before we do that, I really want to encourage you guys. We're knocked off the $247 for you. We're doing it for $97 a month. Okay, we want you to go over to pplrmy.com and sign up now, so you get access to all this. It's one of the smallest investments you can make in yourself. And I know a lot of you guys out there are still a little timid, Tommy, but I think if you get in and once you get there and you start to feel the community, that's how you start to create real passive income. You have to be around people that are doing the same thing as you are. I was a good guitar player, and still I started hanging around people that were a heck of a lot better than me. Now I'm a much better guitar player, and that's the same concept here in the Army. So nice. So glad I signed up for this, Marco. Here's another person saying, I'm really glad I already signed up. I want the OTS keys. Of course, it's in the back end. Yeah. Had to restart it, and now I'm in. Great. Nice. Lots of people. Amos says, Darren is awesome. I don't know how he does it either. I don't either. I truly don't. Yay, I'm in. Nice.
Says the girl who's in the UK right now, awake.
Awake at 1 o'clock. Yeah, Amos, we know you. So guys, okay, awesome. So I'm going to leave this up here for a bit. If you have any questions, jump in. You'll get them all answered inside of the PPL Army. I'll show you that group too a little bit. Why don't I do that too? I'll come on over here and we'll go into the Facebook PPL Army group. So there you are, guys. Here's the group. So this is inside of the community. Tons and tons of people, lots of announcement. People asking questions. How are you guys handling missed calls? Here's Ron from 8 hours ago. Look at this. It's not perfect. It's almost like we planned it. 4 more partners this morning. Boom. Ron, if you're on, man, congratulations. This is awesome. I love hearing stuff like this. We get stuff like this every day, guys, whether it's a PM or people posting in the communities. We love hearing about your successes. If you have questions, post your questions. Jamie says, curious to what your favorite theme or themes are for PPL sites. Obviously, the answer to that is the LMT. Hey, guys, Edgar S., what's the value of having one backlink to your money site? So we're talking SEO. Any penalty for uploading duplicate YouTube videos. Lots of great responses here. Hustle, lots of motivation stuff. Here's Emma getting kicked out of a group for posting about this webinar. I love it. So yeah, guys, so head on over, okay? Let's go over to pplarmy.com, hit the sign up button. We're knocking it down. You get everything here. I'm going to go through it one more time for you. What do you think? We'll just recap for those that are still on. There you go. PPL Army. Here's what you guys get when you jump in at PPL Empire or pplarmy.com. You get PPL Empire. That's the $14.97 value. That is all of the course. It's all 6 weeks, 10 videos a week. You get that immediately. You get personal mentorship from myself and Darren and other generals. We charge at least $7.50 an hour, actually $12.50 an hour now. PPL Army only webinars. It's a $600 value. Get over-the-shoulder trainings and guides. And another huge one, a 60-day blitz coming here up here in just a few days. It's at least the $397 value. You get the elite level sales training. That's a $397 value. You get all the SEO training in the world. This SEO training is second to none. We bring in, captains of the industry for webinars and lots of cool guests. A lot of our friends are excellent with what they do. Also, you get the bonuses. You get the advanced Facebook ads. That's Darren's course. That is the most comprehensive course. I showed you the back end. How many videos are in there? 60 videos, I think, or 30 hours and 50 videos. All about Facebook ads. It's where I learned to do Facebook ads, to be quite honest. The pay per lead marketplace, absolutely a $9.97 value or more. I didn't know how to price that, but you get that too when you join the PPL Army. And bonus number 3, the lead multiplier, the WordPress theme that takes your value of one lead and multiplies it by at least 3 to 5 times. Guys, in total, again, over $7,000, $7,900, almost $8,000 in value, being very modest. Would be $247 for you guys on this webinar. We're doing it for $97 a month. Cancel anytime, no contracts ever, keep everything, free upgrades for life. You guys, we're going to be doing a lot here in the future. We already talked about Darren's 60-day blitz over the shoulder series, but we've got another course that Stephanie just did, 5 videos, an hour long each, on how to close a partner, how to replicate her success, 147 partners in 3 months. Insane. It's more than I've ever done. So that's part of what I wanted to do when I had a vision for this community, is to get the best of the best together, the brightest minds, the sharpest paper leaders, people that are really doing huge dollars. Stephanie's doing $25,000 a month. I think she's doing a lot more than that, to be honest. I haven't asked her. I didn't want to be rude, but in a while, but I'm sure she's above that now. And you guys get immediate access to all this. So visit pplarmy.com, sign up, get started right now, and that's awesome. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Darren, what do you think, man? You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, sure. If you guys are not in the Passive and Massive group as well, which is Brian's main company, the Passive and Massive Facebook group, which is facebook.com/group/passive massive. We're more than happy to help there. I'm actually going to stop recording soon, but I'll actually be here for a few minutes if you guys want to stay around. Actually, no, it won't work because we have a 9:30, Brian.
No problem. One last thing I want to do here, though. We promised a few kind of cool things, a few special giveaways from your end. So maybe we should pick a couple of people for those. So you want to talk about what that is?
Yeah, sure. So I have, for those of you guys who know, I have a friend who works with. He's a book publisher guy, and I got to meet Damon John, and then I was at Marketing Mayhem. Somebody asked that question about Marketing Mayhem. I thought it was Joy who asked. I was there, and I actually got a book signed by Kevin Harrington. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think the best solution for this, Brian, is probably to get the full list from GoToWebinar, and then I'll make it fair by just putting it into a queue that I have. I'll just do a little script real quick and then make one out because I don't want to. If I do it on here, it's that person I see the name out. That's not really fair. So what I'll do is I'll do this out and I'll post this maybe in the next 20 minutes in that group, Passive and Massive. Be a little bit easier. But I do have a signed book, which is called The Key Person of Influence, which is by Kevin Harrington. It is signed. And I also have Damon John's book, which is The Power of Broke, which is also signed by him. Which I'm going to pick just randomly 2 people, and I'll ship it out to you for free. I'll cover the cost of shipping. If you are international, just know that it'll probably take a little while. It's it's overseas, so but I will get it to you. Even if I don't care where you are. I don't care if you're in Sri Lanka. If you win, I'll send it to you. So
yeah, here are the books right here. So Darren sent me a few of the pictures of them.
Yeah, cool.
So The Power of Broke and Key Person of Influence. So 2 of you guys are going to win here. These books signed by Kevin Harrington and David Johnson. That's really, really cool, man. Definitely a good motivator. Thanks for doing that, man, because I know you had to go actually visit them in person to get this. So very, very cool. How cool is that, guys? How cool is Darren doing that? That's awesome. So, okay, so here's what you want to do. Go over to Passive and Massive. Here it is. I'll put the link into our webinar here. I'll send it to everybody. That is our public group, not our private group, of course. And we've got a couple of requests here. I'll accept you guys live. And then we'll go ahead and announce the winners of the books. And for everyone that jumped in, thank you guys so much. For those of you that haven't jumped into the PPL Army yet, I highly recommend you do. It's absolutely one of the best things you can invest in is yourself. And if you're in client SEO, if you're a consultant, even if you're brand new, this is one of the best places for you to be. We've got some testimonials here, Connor, Terrell. These are the ones I couldn't put in earlier in the webinar. You can watch those live. All you got to do is click the Join Today button, okay, and you'll jump right in. I have a little video for you here too, and we made this for you guys today on the webinar, and I really appreciate you guys being here. You can go through some of what you get when you jump in, and here's a little message if you care to read that. That said, guys, jump over to pplarmy.com. Here it is. And I'm so excited. Thank you guys for spending so much time here with me today. I really can't, I know it's your time is valuable and I can't thank you enough, but I want you to make the investment in yourself, guys. We're doing it for just $97 a month now. And as I say, cancel anytime, no contracts, keep everything, free upgrades for life and immediate access to it all, and a ton more to come. Live webinars. We're doing over-the-shoulder trainings. We're answering questions. You're getting, access to the community and encouragement and, and love from all of us. And that's really what it's all about, guys, is being a part of this, this growing community. And, a lot of people are in client SEO. As I mentioned, there's a huge wave of people going into it. It's a race to the bottom. I mean, his prices are getting driven down. Not enough people know about, and certainly not enough people are doing or are actively involved with pay-per-lead. And it's just a better way to build the mousetrap, guys. I can't say it enough. We've been doing it forever. The money is passive. If you're happy with $5,000 a month, great. If you're happy with 10, great. Build it up to that and chill, right? Just set it to automatic. We've got a whole mini course inside of the membership area on how to outsource your entire business if you care to do that. I know people that have done that. So it's really up to you. You've got 2 options. Either you make the leap of faith now and you invest a small amount for if you like it, great, for the first month. If you don't pay your second month. Cancel anytime. But we hope you stay in forever. We want you in forever. We want to see you grow. We want to promote you to a general. We want to see you become a leader in pay-per-lead. We are, to my knowledge, the largest and leading and just freaking best pay-per-lead community on the planet, if not the only one, and certainly the only one that has a pay-per-lead marketplace where you can connect with other soldiers like yourself, other pay-per-leaders, to create these really cool joint ventures. And that's one of the most successful ways to become independently wealthy, is my understanding, leverage and the power of working with other paper leaders like yourself. So I think we're the only game in town, guys. So hopefully you do take this leap, and we'll see you on the inside. Darren, dude, thank you so much as always for being my partner, being on this webinar with me. I think this has been great.
Yeah, for those who are the winners, we have to pull the transactions that happened, right? So that'll happen tonight as well. We'll answer this maybe tomorrow. For those of you who have questions, there's a ton of questions on here. I do want to answer them for you. So let's go over to Passive Massive, the page. I'll do a live Facebook stream, and I'll answer some of those questions if you guys are cool with that.
Okay, that's awesome. That's a great idea, Darren. So Darren's going to run over to Passive and Massive in the group and do a live Facebook stream there, a live video stream, because Facebook announced live, so that's cool. And then we can announce the winners of the books and the personal coaching. We're going to pick 3 of you guys from everyone that signed up tonight. Thank you so much, guys. I mean, it really means the world to us to have you in this awesome and growing community. We really are trying to over-deliver, and we're, all bullshit aside, we really are invested in your success. It's something that means a lot to us. It just makes us flat out happy to see other people succeeding with Paper-Lead. There is no ceiling in this game, and there's just nothing but opportunity, and there's no congestion. You're not a commodity. So go over, get on the live video with Darren. I'll be on there with you guys too, and I'm not in front of the camera. You don't want to see me right now. Trust me, I'm back from the gym not too long ago. But we'll go over there, and Darren, you can announce the winners of the book, and then we'll pull the transactions from tonight, and then tomorrow inside of the Facebook group community, Paper-Lead Army, we will announce the winners for the personal coaching. So you're going to get one-on-one coaching with Darren and myself. And if you guys are still on this webinar and you haven't signed up, go sign up. What are you waiting for? Take the risk. PPLArmy.com. We'll see you on the inside. Maybe you'll be one of the 3 we pick for personal coaching with Darren and myself. Imagine what that would mean for your career if you're not in Paper-Lead, or if you are in Paper-Lead. It's going to skyrocket, reverse and your goals, and then create the blueprint for you to follow. So, okay, guys, that's great. Thank you so much. I'll see you over in Passive and Massive. Okay, thanks, guys. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Nice.
Cool.
Okay, guys, take care.